What's up, everybody? I wanted to show you my new, I don't know if anybody's ever seen my videos. I have a little brass deal there. They're like, what the heck is that? Well, it's because I always keep a little person here. And this person right here, this dude, that's Jesse Custer from Preacher. If you've never seen the show Preacher, you are missing out, dude. That's a good freaking show, dude. That's like the best show of all time, dude. So anyway, how's it going? I wanted to make a video today because I had something to talk about today. And so anyway, I'll just get right to it. I'm watching this show, and that's rare. I don't ever watch shows. I don't watch shows. I just don't do that stuff, dude. Everybody's like, hey, you watching this? You watching that? And they're like, heck yeah. I always watch stuff. Because when I'm not working, I like to kill time. Because my life is pointless and meaningless. So I spend my time watching shows and drinking soda pop. No, I don't know what people do. If you watch shows and that offended you, I'm sorry. But anyway, I typically don't watch shows. Dude, look at this freaking sunrise, dude. It's absolutely... Did you see it there for a second? See it again here in a second. Look at that, dude. Absolutely. People wonder why are we sick all the time and just feel like crap and no energy. It's because of that, dude. It's literally because of freaking crap like that, dude. It's disgusting, man. That really upsets me, dude. I will never get over that. And I really, speaking of getting over that, I need to get over in this lane. Yeah, dude. I found out that they were spraying us like freaking bugs probably around 10 years ago, dude. It's been a while. It's been probably between 8 and 10 years, dude. And every time I see it, which is every day, it just makes me mad, dude. It's like, why? What kind of world do we freaking live in, dude? That sums up the state of the world right there, when our freaking higher ups can spray us like bugs, dude, and destroy the planet for whatever reason. We don't know why they do it, dude. They don't tell us. And what they do tell us is freaking bullcrap, dude. So anyway, someone told me about this show at work, and I said, that's something I would watch. It's a show called Dope Sick, and the show premiered on Hulu, but you can watch it. I don't have Hulu or anything like that, but there's a website. I use a website called Gujara, and with those two websites, you can literally watch any show, any movie, even stuff that's in theaters. You can watch it like DVD quality. It's a really awesome website. I've used it for years. But anyway, this show called Dope Sick, it is a show based on real events. This show is like a very true story that happened in the, I believe it was the 60s. It started out in the 60s. It may have been the 80s. I could be wrong. But it started out either in the 60s or the 80s, and it went on until it was going on in court in like 2006, and they finally brought the Purdue Pharma. They finally brought them before a grand jury and sued them for lying. Like, what do you mean a big pharma company was lying? Like, what? So this show is about the introduction of OxyContin into the world. So they have oxycodone and they have OxyContin. OxyContin is oxycodone with a little time release film over it. And so what they were doing when they presented this drug to the market, they said, "Oh, this drug is a miracle drug because this drug is basically non-addictive. This drug, OxyContin, less than 1% of people get addicted to it." And so this company, they flooded the whole country with this drug, dude. They had every doctor, every hospital doctor, every family practice doctor, everybody was pushing Oxy. You had a freaking, "Hey man, I came because I stubbed my toe and it just put me into kind of some pain. You're getting Oxy. We're gonna put you on Oxy. It's non-addictive. Don't worry about it. It's gonna work great. Oh, I've been having headaches. Okay, we're gonna prescribe you Oxy." Literally, dude. And the reps, when they would go to the doctors to tell them, "Hey, you need to start prescribing Oxy," what they would sell them on was they would show them these bogus charts that were fraudulent, that they were totally fraudulent, these charts. And they went to the FDA because the FDA made a special label for OxyContin that said, "Due to the time-release nature of this drug, it is not like other opiates." I don't remember verbatim what it said, but it basically said, because people have a stigma about opiates. They say, "Man, opiates are bad news because you can get addicted. They're so strong, they're dangerous, you can overdose." But OxyContin's different because you can't abuse it and you can't get addicted to it. So it's like literally a miracle drug. And so it was being flooded the country, dude. And crimes went up, dude, like overnight, dude. It just got so bad, dude. It was an epidemic. Dude, it made crack look like frickin' pot or something, dude. It was just so, it ruined, it crippled the freaking country, dude. And for somebody that's on methadone, I'm on methadone, and you actually hear about methadone in this program. There's a doctor that gets addicted to Oxy. And the whole idea of, "Oh, this drug, you can't abuse it," and they say, "Oh, you can't abuse it because it has a time release coating on it." What they were doing, and it was everybody knew. All you had to do was suck on that pill for like, I don't know, 10 to 20 seconds. Suck on that pill, and then you just rub it on your arm, or rub it on your freaking neck or whatever, and the time release, it just comes off. So once that time release is off, people were crushing it up and snorting it or shooting it. And it was just, dude, it was bad news, dude. I used to know somebody. I actually lived with somebody in New Mexico. He was on Oxy, dude. He was on so much Oxy. He was prescribed oxycodone. Oxycodone is the main ingredient in OxyContin. So they take oxycodone and they put a bunch of it in there. They put a whole, like, the highest oxycodone you can get is a 20 milligram. They may have a 30 milligram now. That's an instant release, and you can abuse the heck out of it, dude. Most people that abuse oxycodone, they smoke it. They put it on a piece of foil and they smoke it. Like the dude I lived with in New Mexico. He was smoking them. And this dude, so he was on the 20 milligram oxycodones and he was smoking them, and then he also had the 80 milligram OxyContins. This dude was on so much Oxy, dude. I mean, oh god, dude, just thinking about it, like, and it turns you into a freaking monster, dude. It just turns you into a whole different person. But so yeah, so they take a whole bunch of oxycodone and they put a time release coating on it, and they say, "Oh, it's perfectly safe." That's like, I mean, so the whole point I wanted to get at with this video, I'm not finished with the season yet. I don't know how it ends. There's 8 episodes. I am on episode 7. And they are the U.S. Attorney and the DEA are hardcore after Purdue because they know 186% that they lied, that they knew this drug was addictive, that they manipulated these charges, and for years they're trying to figure out a way to go after this company, dude, because big pharma companies, dude, they're like untouchable companies. You can't go after these people because they are like the most powerful. I mean, it's like trying to go after a judge or a freaking trying to I'm gonna go after the president or something. It's like, dude, good luck. So what I wanted to get at, my thoughts on all this, that's my if you wanted to watch the show, okay, spoiler alert, I just pretty much told you what the whole show's about, but it's still very much worth watching. So the thing with Oxy is, what I said was I am on methadone, and I said you hear about methadone in the show because there is a doctor that's prescribing Oxy, and then he gets in an accident, and then he becomes hopelessly addicted to Oxy, dude. And he starts having his patients drop off their bottles, and he gives them new prescriptions. He says, what are you on right now? Okay, I'm going to put you on a different dose. Go ahead and leave your bottle here. And he was just abusing these like crazy, dude. And finally he ends up getting arrested, and eventually he goes through a treatment program. He gets out of the treatment program, gets back hooked on Oxy, and he gets on methadone. And whenever his friend or it's like the nurse that used to work with him, she's trying to help him. And so she's telling him, hey, you should, what about methadone? I heard methadone is a great way to help patients. And his attitude toward methadone was what most people's attitude toward methadone was. He said, man, I hear methadone is called liquid handcuffs. I have never heard that expression before. But it's so true, dude. I hate being on methadone, dude. I absolutely freaking hate it. I'm on freaking methadone, dude. It sucks, dude. At least I don't have to go to a clinic every day. You know, once you've been sober for a while, when you've been sober for a few months, different clinics are different. But when you've been sober for a while, because they give you UAs all the time at methadone clinic, they start giving you don't have to go to a clinic every day. And methadone is so powerful, and so people abuse it so much that they have to prescribe it to you. They have to give it to you every day. You go to a little window and they give you a little cup with freaking methadone in it, dude, and it freaking sucks. Dude. But that should tell you how bad and how dangerous these prescription medicines are, dude. I was a heroin addict. I've been a heroin addict. Not an active heroin addict, but that was my drug of choice. I don't do heroin anymore, and that's what's good about methadone. If I decide I'm going to go do heroin today, it's not going to do anything. I'm literally going to be throwing my money in the trash, dude. Methadone, the way it works is it's made. Methadone is a drug that was made to help get people off of other drugs. So it's made to essentially block other drugs from working. So if you want to understand more about how opiates work and how they affect the brain, when you start taking pain medicine, it literally rewires your brain. Same with heroin. Really, that's all there is. There's pain medication that's abused, and then there's heroin. I don't really know of anything else. I guess people don't really smoke opium anymore, but same type of deal. It all comes from the same plant, the poppy plant. But when you're doing that stuff, it literally rewires your brain. And I've seen a little video. I don't remember what I searched for. I'll tell you what, I will find the video and I'll put it in the description. It's a little 3-minute video. It's a little 3-minute cartoon video that explains how opiates rewire your brain and how they affect your body. It's a really good, very good video to understand how that stuff works. And if you know somebody that's struggling with addiction or whatever, and you don't really understand it, it's good to understand like why they're addicted. A lot of people just think, man, that dude's just a piece of crap. He's just a freaking junkie. You know, dude, it's crazy. Right back there, dude. So on my way to work, dude, I take a major highway to get to work, and there's the HOV lane. And I'm always tempted to take the HOV. Now, typically, I shouldn't have to take the HOV lane because I should be at work at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So there's no reason for me to take the HOV. But after that, dude, there's always traffic, and you're like, should I get in the HOV? Well, if you get in the HOV, dude, there's gonna be these freaking 3. Right now, there's 3 of them. Unmarked police cars. They're sitting there. They see somebody going through. HOV means high occupancy vehicle. You can only take the HOV lane if you have at least 2 people in your car. So if I were to take the HOV lane, they're going to pull my freaking butt over and give me a ticket for like probably $150, dude. I just don't know. I don't ever go to work this late. I'm very late. You probably remember you're late every day. Not anymore. I've been doing better. But okay, I'm going to try to, there's 2 things I want to talk about. I'm going to try my best to do that. So the first thing, people get on these medications. They get on Oxy. They get on, we're going to put you on Dilaudid. We're going to put you on freaking morphine. We're going to put you on whatever it is because you had a car wreck. You hurt your back. Whatever the case may be, dude. You're in a lot of pain. You need medication. So we're going to put you on this medicine. Well, eventually, they're not giving you a lifetime prescription. Eventually, you're going to have to get off of the medicine, right? Well, what then? Then you're addicted. So at that point, they have to have something for you to take because your brain, literally, when you take opiates, your brain, it has to have them. Same with heroin. You do heroin for a while, you can't, no heroin addict ever said, I'm not going to do heroin anymore. It never happened. And they may have said that, but after about 6 to 8 hours, their body went, alarm bells started going off inside their brain. And picture a factory and steam coming out of the freaking machines, and beep, 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 starts going into overdrive saying, nuh-uh, something's not right here. We need our heroin. And your body gets so sick. Like, and that's why I really enjoyed this Dope Sick show. The show is literally called Dope Sick. I mean, dude, Dope Sick is the worst, dude. Literally the worst, man. There is nothing like the worst periods of my life, amongst many. I've had a rough life, dude, but I was, for a lot of years, dude, I was a freaking balls to the wall, dude, junkie, dude. I did a lot of drugs, dude. And how I supported my drugs years and years ago, probably like 7, 8 to 6 years ago, 5 years ago, somewhere in there, like all those years, dude. The way I supported my habit was I went out and freaking hit licks, as they say, dude. I went out and I would steal from stores, and then I would go return the stuff. I'd get gift cards. I'd sell the gift cards. I would steal movies. I would steal stuff that I could pawn. You name it, I did it. I didn't steal from people. I never broke into people's houses, anything like that, because I just never did that. A lot of people do, dude. But there were times when I would go to jail. I mean, I'm a freaking 2-time felon, dude. And not for the stealing. I always just got unlucky and got caught with freaking drugs because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Literally, I mean, I could get into that more, but literally I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I got caught with literally $5 at one time and $20 the other time worth of drugs, and now I'm forever stamped a felon. I'm a freaking leper of society. If I want to go and get an apartment somewhere. Oh, you're a felon. You can't live here. You're a felon. You're a criminal. Yeah, dude. I can't vote. I mean, imagine how much that sucks, dude. I wish I could vote. I love the democracy of this country, and I can't even exercise freedom to do that. You know? But, here's downtown Dallas for you. I always like looking at downtown Dallas and the nasty chemical smog. So, where was I going? So, people get on these medications, right? Then they get on the other medication to help them get off. Say, okay, you've been on Oxy for 6 months. You can't still be in pain. There's just no way. The issue has had to have healed itself, so we have to taper you off. And that's the thing too. In the show, the reps were telling the doctors, oh, with Oxy, you can just cold turkey cut them off. Like, dude, hearing that they were actually doing that, I'm like, dude, they really did that to people? Cold turkey, cut them off of Oxy? What? Dude, Oxy is like worse than heroin, dude. Like, literally, it is worse than heroin. Heroin is really, I mean, it's bad, sure, but Oxy is like pharmaceutical grade. It's strong, it's clean. There's not a bunch of junk in it. It's just like, to be on that and cold turkey is like, dude, oh my God. I could not imagine, dude. I was doing morphine for a long time. When I lived in Oregon, and me and my buddy were shooting morphine pills, dude. And the withdrawal from that, oh my God, dude. It made heroin withdrawal look like nothing, dude. So Oxy, I can only imagine. Oxy is way stronger than morphine. So anyway, you have to get on medicine to get off of the medicine. That's how bad it is, dude. So anyway, the main point that I wanted to get on, I should have gotten on this point at the beginning, because this is the whole reason I wanted to make this video was to share this point right here. And that point is this. They know, especially after everything that happened with Purdue Pharma, and dude, that was something that went on for years and years and years, dude. This huge lawsuit. I don't know how it ends. I mean, I do know that Purdue they were not held accountable, even though they lied and did all this terrible stuff. I don't think that they lost the lawsuit at all, dude. As far as I know, Oxy is still on the shelves of pharmacies. You know, you can't go to your local Walmart and buy it unless you're at the pharmacy and you have a prescription. But dude, they should not be allowed to prescribe Oxy or anything that's a strong opiate. Let's see, we have oxycodone, we have OxyContin, we have they do prescribe fentanyl patches. And fentanyl, dude, fentanyl is so strong and so strong of a drug, they have to put it in micro doses on a patch. And you stick that patch on your arm, and it is time release, dude. And it sucks into your skin, and that's how it is administered. Fentanyl that's a whole other story. It's a whole other ballgame, dude. Fentanyl is, when you hear about fentanyl abuse, that's because people, you know how people, let's compare it like this. Adderall is like prescription meth. Okay? The fentanyl on the streets is like the meth version of Adderall. So people have found out how to make fentanyl in their basement with chemicals. So when you hear about people abusing fentanyl, it's not the same as when they were abusing OxyContin and they were like they were getting scripts and abusing it. No, people are making fentanyl and they're selling it to addicts in a way, in like a tar or a powder, and so they're able to snort it or shoot it. That's not how fentanyl is prescribed. No, I could be wrong. There may be other ways that it's prescribed, but my buddy that was in New Mexico that was prescribed Oxys, he got fentanyl patches because eventually he got to the point where he didn't want to be on Oxy anymore because he just had enough of it. He said, I got to get off of this medicine. It's poison. And so his doctor, in order to curb him off of the Oxy, put him on Dilaudid and fentanyl patches. Both. So, anyway, my point is, I'm pulling up into work now, but I don't think that they should be allowed to prescribe any strong pain medication. Okay, now maybe hydrocodone 5 milligram, Tylenol 3s, okay, sure. But in my opinion, ibuprofen 800s work a lot better. I don't think there's any reason to prescribe somebody a strong painkiller. There is no reason for it. Unless you are dying from cancer and you have a death sentence already, dude, we are not allowed to prescribe Oxy anymore. We're literally not allowed to do it. That's the way it should be. Because when you prescribe somebody Oxy or some morphine, whatever it is, you are 100% signing this person to an addiction that will not end. It's not like, dude, it's just, there should be no reason for it, dude. How far have we come technology-wise and medically? The type of medicine that we've been able to produce. You're telling me that we can't make a pain management medicine that doesn't have opiates in it, that get people helplessly addicted? I don't buy it, and I don't think that they should be allowed to prescribe Oxy unless you are dying of cancer or you're dying from some other ailment. You should not be allowed to be on Oxy, so, or any other strong medication like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts below. I love you guys. Sorry I don't make videos really anymore unless I'm showing off my new knives, but yeah, I'll see you later. Peace.
I've got another patient coming in here in a few minutes, so of course, I won't take up much of your time. You're probably already familiar with our drug, MS-Contin. Used to treat severe pain, many patients with cancer.
MS-Contin is a very good drug.
So what Purdue did is they took the same system, the Contin system, and they produced an opioid for chronic and moderate pain.
I've never prescribed narcotic for moderate pain. There's a pretty long history down here of pill use.
Less than 1% of people get addicted to Oxycontin. Less than 1%.
That's not possible.
But it is. The FDA actually created a special label to say that it's less addictive than other opioids. Right there.
Your most effective talking point is the FDA label. These are your new magic words. Delayed absorption, as provided by OxyContin tablets,
Delayed absorption, as provided by OxyContin tablets,
is believed to reduce
the abuse liability of a drug.
I've never seen a label like this on a class 2 narcotic.
It's the first of its kind. Opioid use is being totally redefined in this country. Untreated pain is an unnecessary evil when you have a non-addictive opioid like OxyContin that can be used to cure everyday suffering. And we're not supposed to hand out samples, but it'll be our secret. And I'll leave some coupons with Leah so you can redeem for a few more bottles. Trust me, these miners' lives are going to change overnight when they get a taste of OxyContin. You're not going to let your patients suffer when they don't have to, right?